What? We are live. No spinning circle. Weird. Awesome. Happy Monday.
Good morning. It's Magic Monday.
Magic Monday, our favorite day of the week. Woo, 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 woo. Fresh start to the week. Fresh start to everything. It's a fresh start. It's Monday.
Yeah.
Magic Monday.
We've been chilling, having coffee.
Yep, having coffee.
I've already had 2 cups.
My mug is gone.
I get here so early because now school has started back again. First time in a year and a half, regular school.
Yeah.
So,
fun.
yeah, the kids go early and I come here now an hour earlier than I used to. So, we got lots of chatting in. We know what we're talking about today. As you hop on, say hello.
Yeah.
Let us know that you're here, where you're coming from. It's a good day.
Where you're tuning in from. Welcome to Practical Magic, Magic Monday. Michelle Lee here and
Megan Camille.
Woohoo! And Sophia and Snow coming virtually from the belly. From the womb with no view.
That dark womb.
Dark womb, the potential.
Yeah.
The place of magic. Today is the Mayan New Year, July 26th. Hello, Marlis. Good to see you. The Mayan New Year, July 26th, so a whole new beginning on a new level. Yesterday was the day outside of time, which was an incredible experience. I will be honest, I didn't know that day existed until yesterday morning, which was perfect. Right when I was up doing my morning routine, tapping in, connecting with the divine, I received an email talking about the day outside of time. So many magical energies. But today we want to talk about what it means to be embodied. What is embodiment?
Yeah, what it means to be an embodied goddess, specifically. That's what we are. That's what you are. But sometimes we don't really recognize that we are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's so many different perceptions and opinions about what that means and how that looks. And I mean, it looks different just for the 2 of us, let alone everyone else.
Right.
So yeah, that's what we want to talk about. The embodied goddess and activating the embodied goddess, because it's within you already. And the awareness of it allows you to then activate it, which allows you to then embody it.
Yes, yes. So let's talk about that I wrote something that I shared in here last week about the process of embodiment and what embodiment is. And it can be stated a couple of different ways. One thing I didn't share last week was, it's really all about self-concept too. So you can have a concept in your mind, like of the goddess, or I am one with the divine. Jesus said, I and the Father are one. That's what we're talking about, the divine feminine. I and the mother are one, the embodied goddess. So we can have this concept that is very heady. We can believe in it. And for 2 decades, I've been working with clients who say, I know this is true. I know it's true, but I'm not having the expression of it. Not having the expression of it in my daily life. That's because you haven't embodied it. It's a knowing. It's a knowership. It's no longer a belief or a concept. It's an ownership.
Yeah.
Knowership, ownership.
Knowership versus ownership. Yeah. And I think in knowership, you have the sprinkled in experiences, whereas the knowership is a consistent way of being.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a consistency to it.
Right.
That is reliable, that you identify with, daily, that kind of thing.
Yes, for sure. So when you're not quite embodied, you have those times, like short moments of the knowing, short moments, fleeting moments. They're more fleeting. And becoming embodied as the goddess, you had those are not fleeting moments. Now the fleeting moments are the moments of the forgetfulness, forgetting who you truly are. So becoming the embodied goddess is becoming aware, awakening to your divinity. I was thinking about this morning. as I was getting ready, because I was thinking about our retreat and activating the embodied goddess in our retreat. And I was thinking it's kind of like awakening to your divinity, or is it your divinity awakening? No, your divinity is wide awake, but it's you becoming awakened to your divinity. And that really means your total divinity. Like, you are the master of your entire experience.
Yeah. And I think again, there's that knowership there where you hear it talked about a lot. You know that it's possible, but it isn't happening on a regular basis for you. And so that's really where our retreat comes into play, is activating it so that you go back into your life after your retreat with us, and you know how to be embodied at all times, right? It isn't the practice. It isn't those flashes of knowing or it going your way. And then back to, the mainstream, mundane muggle world, right?
You're coming back transformed. That's the piece, right? So you can go to, and I've done it many, many times, you can go to a conference. Yeah. You can go to a conference and get inspired and motivated, and your energy is high, and then you come back to your environment, your normal environment, and everybody around you, like, they weren't there. It's hard to explain what you just experienced, and you fall back into that frequency. So the reason why, we're near Sedona, and we know Sedona is popular, but we chose Sedona because the frequency there is higher. You don't have to go to a vortex to experience the vortex energy all around Sedona. So our intention for being there is creating sort of like a womb time, like the day out of time. We're creating this womb time on September 10th, 11th, and 12th. I personally loved that it fell on September 11th, the 911 day, where we get to reclaim our sovereignty, our safety, our divinity, our wholeness in this space, in the high frequency of Sedona, right? So it's not just about coming to Sedona, it's about the experience that Megan and I are creating inside that energy, that high frequency energy of the vortexes, to create like a total womb space. Like, you're coming into this womb of potential, the womb of potential where everything and nothing exist at the same time, and activating a profound transformation that shifts who you are, creating this whole embodied experience that consciously you probably can't even imagine at this point. And that is our entire point of this retreat. And in fact, I was just discovering, I was sharing with Megan that I was going through my notebooks over the weekend to shed stuff and get rid of stuff. And I had a reading done in March. And she said, and this medium who dropped some codes that I wasn't necessarily ready for. I'm like, oh, she has no idea, right? But she's like, oh, you need to be doing retreats now. These retreats, she goes, you are working with the ascended masters. And I'm like, yeah, I know that, but she's like, you need to have these retreats now. They activate women into their goddesshood. So you have to understand, we have been living on this timeline of patriarchy for thousands of years. And now the codes are available to be activated within your DNA to activate your remembrance of your divinity, your goddesshood, your divine right to live from that frequency of goddesshood. And that's what we're doing. The galactic energy in Sedona is huge, and it's the galactics that are really supporting us in this profound ascension. We are ascending now. We are that we see the separation of the ascension and the lower energies, and that's what this retreat is all about. Man, I really went off on it.
That was really good. I was all watching. I'm like, ooh, the flow is the force is strong with this one. It's pouring through.
It is indeed. It's exciting.
Yeah. And so this particular retreat is really for those who are ready and willing to go super deep into the supernatural, activating your goddess codes in a way that is prolonged, where you come back and you live it. You don't just leave feeling good afterwards, but you come back in and you live it, and you're ready to see what's on the other side of where you currently are. And all of what Michelle is talking about here is the activation of that, right? There's codes that are already here for us. Actually, I'm seeing a whole bunch of 4s right now.
That's awesome.
Which is foundation.
New foundation. Yeah.
Yeah. And so if this is something that sounds like it's for you, you feel a tug, you have a pull, and that's always, my indicator is someone who makes decisions and business investments and personal investments and vacation investments based on, does this align? Does this feel like it is here for me specifically? And if you're getting that tug, you're getting that pull, go ahead and check out the page that talks about Sedona, or that talks about the Embodied Goddess retreat, which is in Sedona in September. And there's a link there to book a call, and you can talk to either one of us so we can help you identify whether this is in your highest interest, in the Embodied Goddess retreat's highest interest, right? Everything gets to align in that. And we have a few more spots. We're just about halfway full. So yeah, we would love to talk to you if this feels like it is, a match. And
sure.
It is all inclusive. So you have all of the experiences that we'll be doing, plus your room and board and your
delicious food,
which is going to be catered.
We love food. and incredible activities. And time to reflect. We'll be talking about, we'll be cleansing and clearing, we'll be embodying, talking about and activating the balance of the masculine and the feminine, and the galactics, right? If you're drawn to this, you're more than likely a starseed, and we get to connect at that level too. So it's going to be deep.
Yep.
It's going to be life-changing and transformative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
So we can't wait to talk to you more about it. Book your call with us, and Tori posted the link in the comments.
Awesome. Have an amazing Magic Monday. Everything's magic all around you. Tune in and recognize it. Bye for now. Mwah.